Hello guys, welcome to my channel and today I'm here to talk about Higurashi episode number 10 and the ending was definitely crazy. I expected something to happen but not up to that scale. But yeah, she went insane. Satoko kind of went insane, but let's save that for later and just talk about the whole episode. I'm gonna not go in order. Let's just start with the detective thing that we had. So the detective guy, that the detective that is, we always see in every timeline he comes to Keiichi for questions. I don't know why, but like there are a lot of people, and the only one he goes to is Keiichi for some reason. So in the first timeline, that was with the Reina stuff when that stuff happened, he went with Keiichi. He was treating him a bit nicely. So I was like, okay, he might not be crazy and he might be actually trying to solve cases and stuff. And then in the next timeline, he was kind of okay. He was not like, it was still fine. He was still treated Keiichi in an okay way. And in this time, he went kind of insane. Not insane, but kind of crazy. He grabbed Keiichi by the shoulder, and the way he was also talking with Keiichi wasn't. Yeah, he just wasn't being the same as he always was, and something was different about him this time. And now it feels like he isn't on our side. It feels like he also has some stuff that he's hiding, and he's definitely not one of the nicer ones here. So yeah, he kind of threatens Keiichi that don't make enemies here, etc. And thanks to that doctor do that is the coach in the previous episode. That was the coach, yes. That guy is also a doctor here. And I said that I didn't want to see him anymore, but at least he saved Keiichi here, so I guess that was okay. And he was talking about the detective, something about that detective, and I didn't fully understand what he was talking about. I hope to get more information in the coming episodes, but I fully didn't understand what he was actually talking to Keiichi about. And that was the detective stuff. Let's move on to the main stuff, that is with Satoko. So Satoko was missing throughout the day. She came pretty late and she was also like pretty down and also left early. So yeah, of course, like they could figure out something was wrong with her. And also Rika wasn't telling them anything. Rika wasn't telling them everything. Whenever they asked something, Rika would just stay quiet. So we get to know that Satoko and her brother, they used to live with their uncle and aunt after their parents died, and their uncle and aunt took all the money, and they didn't even treat them nicely. They would not even give them food, and they would beat them, etc. So just normal abuse stuff. They would do that, and we get to know that. And Mion also tells that she once kind of did a complaint in the child welfare security something it was. She did complain there, but they didn't do anything. And which I was like, why would they not do anything? Is there something going on? We get to know that they didn't do anything, and this time Rika, like her teacher knew about the situation. So Rika and the teacher had a chat, and teacher decided to, I'll go Satoko's home and see what exactly is going on, so that I can at least tell the welfare committee and stuff, not committee but child welfare, whatever it was, I don't know the exact name, but so that she could give some proof that there's something going on. Now there was one scene that I kind of made me laugh. She went to Satoko's home, and her uncle came out. Her uncle literally called the teacher bitch, and she's like, oh, you are her uncle, I'm here to see Satoko. I'm like, you're ignoring the fact that he just called you a bitch. I laughed at that. I'm like, she just literally ignored it. And also like the way he comes, like the uncle comes, I know I should, like, he is not a good guy, but the way he's like calls her a bitch, it was just funny to me, and I had a nice chuckle. And that was like, he told that Satoko was ill, she had a cold, so yeah, she will be back tomorrow, I guess, I don't know. And so she also complained in the welfare thing, and they just called Satoko's home, and Satoko said everything was fine. And so they were like, okay, we're not going to do anything either. And we get to know that the reason they didn't do anything when Neon complained is because Satoko's father was not her real father. It was her stepfather that was living here with her mother. that was her stepfather, and the real father, Satoko, wanted him to go away. So for some reason she called that welfare thing only earlier, of course, telling that he abuses me and stuff. And of course that was a lie, and because of that they now don't believe Satoko yet, and which is I makes sense, but it's still kind of stupid. If there are so many complaints, of course you have to look into it, but they just don't do much. So yeah, that was about Satoko, and let's talk about the final scene. Okay, before the final scene, let's move on to the first scene. That was, we see Keiichi dreaming. In his dream, he just was beating Satoko's uncle with a bat. So now, Keiichi hasn't seen Satoko's uncle yet. So definitely, either this is he's remembering stuff from some of the other timelines, or he has just already met him and just forgot about it. I mean, of course, from a different timeline, or either this was just a dream, or it actually happened in some other timeline. But I'm 100% sure in some other timeline he has definitely met Satoko's uncle for sure. That was one thing for sure. And I don't know if that was just another timeline, or if maybe somebody can kind of manipulate dreams. I don't think so, but I'm rather inclined in terms of it is a different timeline. So that's what I think it is. Now let's just move on to the final part. That was the Satoko scene, and everything. Satoko came to school next day. She was trying to act cheerful as always, but you could still see that there was something. She was still a little bit down. She was not her usual 100%. She was around 70-80%, but not the 100% Satoko that we are used to be seeing. And so we were okay, maybe something happened. I guess we'll get to know more. But then Keiichi was going to give her a head pat as always, as he does, and she just snapped. I guess she was some PTSD trigger or something, and she just went insane. She just started apologizing. She even vomited the food she was eating, and things just escalated out of nowhere, and that's how the episode ended. So I feel there's some big PTSD going on there, and Keiichi is not gonna be sitting quietly. He's definitely going to do something about her uncle. I'm 100% sure. And one last thing about this episode. This was actually it about it. Nothing else happened in the episode. But one thing is, this feels like it is kind of different from the main plot, because the main plot is kind of about the curse and everything, but this just feels this everything that happened feels grounded in reality, so it doesn't feel like anything crazy is going on. Also, Satoko doesn't seem like she's involved in any of the curse shit going on. She just feels like she is the normal one out of all the people here, considering Rika, Rena, and Neon. All of them are crazy, and they know some stuff. So considering that, Satoko seems like a normal one here, so I'm not that interested in it. It's not like I'm hating watching it. I'm still enjoying it, but I'm more interested in that whole mystery, and especially I'm looking forward to the festival again. So that's what I'm more interested in. So I hope this wraps up quickly, and then we can move on to that part too. So that was it about the episode. Let me know what did you guys think about it in the comments below. I will be here with another Higurashi episode video next week. So till then, have a great time, and I'll meet you in the next one.